Hi everyone, it's Marcy Denning here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada, and I want to thank you for joining me tonight for my Wednesday evening live. I am early. I am so sorry that I did not announce it ahead of time. We just got a message. Today is my awesome daughter-in-law Allie's birthday. And Damon just messaged saying that they wanted us to meet them for a socially distanced ice cream at our local ice cream shop. The Cool Cucumber will be outside. And as we are in stay-at-home order starting tomorrow, it is going to be even more difficult to get together, even outside socially distanced. So I thought, well, I best get on here a little earlier so that I can get crafting with you and go and have some yummy ice cream with the family. I'm going to apologize as well. There's no leaves on the trees, and it's now the time of the year where the sun comes through and causes all kinds of shadows. Please say hello when you join me. Let me know where you're coming from. I truly do appreciate it. Doesn't matter if you're live or watching the replay. I love to hear from you. Okay, so today we are going to be creating with the Happy Thoughts stamp set. This is in the mini catalog, and I have not played with this yet. So I thought, oh my goodness, I best get playing with it. So this is the card that I created. I used some of the True Love Designer Series paper, which is black and white. And I used the Pierced Blooms. This is in the mini catalog as well. I love the stitching on all of the different dies. So fun. And then, of course, this label that my sentiment is on here, that is from the Hippo and Friends. I have told you many times how much I love this die set, and I prove it over and over to you guys by pulling it out and using it. So the Designer Series paper is black and white. Did you know that you can take your Stampin' Blends and color the whole thing in? So instead of the flowers on the one side, I have colored in this with my soft seafoam, dark soft seafoam Stampin' Blend. Gave it a moment to dry, and then I've cupped my flowers. I'm going to show you how to do that, and curled my leaves. Now I have already die cut all of my stuff to save time. But see these flowers, when you die cut them out, my colors are I'm flustered because I'm like, oh my gosh. Coastal Cabana and Soft Seafoam. And as you can see, the flower is completely flat, but I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to create that fun effect. But first, we are going to color our Designer Series paper. And by coloring it, it tones it down quite a bit. It's not quite as stark to look at. So hello, Carol. Hello, Marie. Thanks for joining. So I'm going to take the brush tip end, and you could color it any color you wanted. And I am just going to swipe back and forth across. Oh, keep missing this spot right there. Any color you wanted, but I wanted to stay subtle and have the Coastal Cabana flowers really pop. So, and yes, I am going over the black thicker stripe as well, because there is a little bit of white in there, so it's just going to help tone that down. but so easy to totally change the look and feel of your designer series paper. And I'm making sure that I am going both directions so that I'm not all heavy-handed on the one side. If I go the one side, then the other, hopefully I will have a more even tone for my color. Hello, Darlene. Yeah, so you can see it's bled through, but it's going to take just a smidge of time, so we can set this aside to dry, just off to the side. So now to make your flowers cupped, I'm going to take the stylus end of my take your pick tool, and I'm going to use the fatter ball end, and you need something cushioned underneath it. Hello, Jeannie. Thanks for joining. Cindy, hello. Diane, hello. Yes, I had to get this stamp set right away, and yet I haven't used it yet. And I was like, oh my goodness, well, I need to pull it out. And so I started with the stamp set and then went with, okay, what am I going to pair with it? Because I don't want it to take away from my sentiment. I want to just enhance it, so to speak. Okay, so I'm going to take and put it right in the center, and I am going in a circular motion. And as you can see, as I'm pressing down with my stylus end and going in that circular motion, it's pressing down into the foam mat, but then see how it takes it from completely flat to this sweet little cupped flower. Really easy to do, as you just saw. It takes seconds, so you just start in the center and little circular motion. Keep pressing, keep going in that circle, and you are going to soften those cardstock fibers and cause it to get that cup shape. So yes, so there's 2 done. So you could do as much or as little as you want. It's up to you. Yes, so we are going to be meeting Damon and Allie at the Cool Cucumber here in town for a quick little birthday ice cream. We wanted to do birthday dinner, but we can't. So those of you who are not from Ontario, my American friends, our premiere just announced that we are now in, is it our 3rd state of emergency? And we are in a stay-at-home order starting midnight tonight. So there we go. You can see here how it's that little fun little cup. Yeah, such an easy trick. And so if any kind of stylus, just make sure it's a bigger, rounder end, because this here is not big enough, and it might actually poke a hole. All right, so I want 2 littles and 1 big of my petals. So this is, again, this is Coastal Cabana. And this, the leaves are the soft sea foam. So I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to curl those petals. I'm curling them up, but then I don't want it just to be curled up. I want them to come back slightly, so I'm going the opposite direction at the tips, so that it gives it that curl the other way as well. So easy. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with my leaves. So I'm going to do the tip that I'm going to slip under here, because you can see how my leaves are curled as well. making it just makes it pop more off of your card front by doing these few little techniques and tricks. And then I don't want it to just be totally rounded out, so I'm just going to take it and curl it so that it's like a swoosh. It is beautiful here today, so thank goodness we've got the warm weather. If we're going to be stuck back at home, at least it can be nice so that we can get out for a quick walk to help with our mental health. I went out and grabbed a big bag of dog food for the girls, even though they're both little girls. The least amount that I have to go out for, the better once we start. All right, so this is the smallest of the 3 different sized label dies here. So it's this one right here. And I've got my memento. I'm going to ink that up. Hello, Cindy. Thanks for joining. Hello, Sue. Thanks for joining. All right, so, and before, I'm going to just take it and turn it on the side. Make sure I don't have any Marshall hair on there. And this basically fills it all up, but it's just perfect. I didn't want a label die that was too awful big, and hopefully I've got it centered good enough. Yep, that works. So there we have our stamped sentiment. So let's bring in our card base. So this is the basic white thick. And it's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I'm just folding and burnishing. Okay, and then 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and of the coastal, and then my white is 4 by 5 1/4. My blog post with all of the measurements, as well as links for shopping, is going to be published about an hour after I'm done here. Okay, so I see there's a little smudge of something down here, so, oh shoot, I did it wrong. I got a little anxious and I forgot. Too late, it's stuck. I forgot I was going to put my crinkle seam binding ribbon. Oopsie. I don't want to wreck that paper, so we're just going to go with it. All right, so, and this is 2 1/2 inches by 4 inches. So, line that up. Whoop. Yes, I forgot to put this around. I've got ice cream on the brain. I don't know, did we even have cool cucumber ice cream last year? Okay, so this here is supposed to be the white layer. Oops, I forgot, that's okay. So I am going to wrap it around and just give a quick little tie here so I can see how much to cut off. And then we'll fix it up after there. Okay, and as always, I like to take a glue dot, and I'm still not used to these glue dots being on the inside. It freaks me out. I keep thinking, where is it? because I keep looking at here where they used to be, but they're not there anymore. They're on the inside of that tape. So I always like to take a little rolled up glue dot and put it where my bow is going to go. That gives me more control for my tying my bow. Make sure this is straight and not twisted, so that once I get this, there we go. See, I can let it go and it's not going to undo. So that way I'm not being all fumble fingers with it. I can take my time and get it. All right. We'll do it this way instead. There we go. Give it a tug. Hold the center while we tug on those tails so it doesn't go all twisted crazy. All right. There we've got our pretty little bow. Snip and snip. And sadly, with the stay-at-home order, well, since we already were in lockdown, I have to do my nails myself. Carol says you haven't been to Cool Cucumber in many years. Well, if we ever get to be able to visit, and we have a sister's weekend down here, you will have to make sure to remind me that we need to go to Cool Cucumber for some delicious ice cream. Okay, and pull you there, just a hair. All right, so I need to put, look at this, I got a brand new package of dimensionals. I need to put one dimensional on the back here of my flower. And then I like to move things around on my card before I go and secure them down so that I know where it's going to sit. So I want this to just be above. So I build it first before I actually adhere it. Yes, doing my own nails is something I don't like to do. I would much rather pay Linda and John at Linda's Nails to get them done, but sadly, and I mean, they're behind plexiglass. We've got plexiglass on either side of us. We sign in, wash our hands when we get in there, then sign in, then get our nails done, and then we have to wash our hands before we leave. Like, they are so good and vigilant. Yeah, so see, I like to just place them first where they are gonna sit, and then I kind of adjust the way that flower is going to be so that my leaf, this leaf here is okay, so you can come up just slightly more there. That's gonna look good. And then we're gonna put one of our little flowers here, one here, and one here. I love the way these colors look together. Okay, so first we are going to take the backing off of the, okay, how was that? I think it was like this. If not, oh well, I just need to make sure that it is inside so that it's not going to stick out from my envelope. And then because I've curled this piece here up, I am going to add just a little bit of glue there, and then I can easily slide that underneath. Take my boned folder and lift up the leaf and the petal and give that a press. Then do the exact same thing with this leaf. Little bit of glue goes a long way. And because I have time with my liquid glue to manipulate, I can see that that one leaf was a little too high. So I had time to adjust it. Okay, give that a press. So cute. All right, then I need my glue dots again. Let's rip this piece off. And take a glue dot. Oh, and there's a little hair on there. And that is going to go right there. With it on the inside, I find that they get stuck to my hands easier because I forget and get touching the wrong area. And then another one there. And then my third one right there. Whoop. Now in the mail, this is going to get smooshed a little bit, but it shouldn't be too awful bad. All right, so next I'm taking my matte black dots and I want the littles and the bigs. So I want to put, again as always, I always like to put a little dot of glue in the center. And then in the center here of my flower, the big flower. All right, so these things pop all over the place. So one there. Give that a little press. Two, and there's those three, and it really just ties it all together by pulling in those matte black dots. They're not too shiny or anything, so it's not going to take away. All right, and then we put one, scoot you over just slightly. And three. How fun is that? All right, so let's just Give you a little tug so that you're not quite as high on my sentiment. And that is it, guys. Hello, Marina. Yes, I normally am live at 6:30, but we are going to have ice cream with our son and daughter-in-law for today is Allie's birthday. So we are going to meet socially distanced down at the Cool Cucumber. They're open till 9, but still, before it gets cool, we're going to meet them down there for birthday ice cream. So, yeah, so here is tonight's card. Very easy, very pretty, very little stamping. But these dies, oh my gosh, they are just fabulous. Like, look at all the dies that you get in there. There is a stamp set that coordinates. So it is available as a bundle. This is the stamp set. Thank you, Anne. So it's called In Bloom. So you can stamp your image as well. And then there are a few that have the coordinating die. So it's photopolymer. But I haven't used this stamp set yet. Just these fabulous dies. My one card I did for the Creating Kindness design team. This was the die that I had used. But look at there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at all those leaves. So many different leaves, so many different flowers, your flower centers, so you could build flowers. So super cool. And a beautiful stitched sentiment label. Fabulous, as well as the stem and a bow. So this is in the mini catalog. This here goes with the Hippo and Friends. It is carrying over to the new annual catalog, but it will not be a bundle. And if you are like me, you're always going to want to get the bundle because I've done a few cards with the stamp set. Let me quickly grab that H. I have my stamp sets are alphabetized, so that's how I keep them on my shelves in alphabetical order. So super fun. I've used the unicorn. Well, I made it into a unicorn. I've used the butterfly. I've used the hippo. I don't think I've used the little ewe, the little sheep, but so cute. So this will not be available as a bundle in the new catalog. So if you want to save yourself 10%, you would purchase it now as a bundle. So that is all for me today. Please use this month's host code when shopping in my online store if your order is under $200. If your order is $200 before shipping and tax, you're going to get your own host rewards from Stampin' Up. So don't, everybody likes host rewards, right? So don't use the host code because Stampin' Up is you're gonna get to pick your own rewards. So, yes. All right, guys, that is all for me. I will not be live on Friday. I will have a video for you. So I will see you Monday morning at 10 a.m. So that is all for me. Thank you so much for joining me and taking a little bit of time out of your day. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. So I will see you next week. If you have any questions, just reach out. I'm happy to help with anything. All right, have a great night. Bye.